Hey guys, welcome to Ira channel. So today I'll try to compare these two bicycles from Engwe and so you can know which one will fit you better. Basically they're foldable. They're 2026 model USA version because they do have them in different countries, a little bit different. So this one is the newest models. One is L20 3.0 and EP-2 3.0 models. So they're foldable, full frame, like you can fold the frame, you can fold the handlebar, everything pretty simple. The frame, everything, so it will drop it down. So it's pretty simple. I will show you first how I look on the bicycles. So I'm 5'11" feet tall. I do have full review video on this bike, on all of them actually. So this one is pretty comfortable to sit and easy to get on and off. With EP2, it's also not bad. It's also pretty much straight up position. You can pretty much adjust all of them because they do comes, both of them come with adjustable handlebar, go up and down. So I think the EP can fit someone probably 5'5" feet tall, maybe 5'6", pretty much, but good up to 6'3", 6'4" feet tall because the seat can go higher, the handlebar can go higher. The same thing on L20. If you're planning to do like deliveries and you need like more cargo bike to have like the basket on the back and also basket on the front, the L20 would be perfect addition because it does come options to attach the basket on the front. And if you have a big cargo, you don't need to flip the leg, you just simply get on. There's a lot of kind of stereotype that this bike actually for ladies or older people, but I think this bike actually for anyone who wants more stability, easy to get on and off quickly because you don't really need to do anything, just get off very quickly, either way. So I prefer, my preference usually with step through, but some people prefer like this bike with step over. The weight is about the same, 75, 76 pounds, both of them. Both of them have the same battery, which is 48 volt system, 15 amp. Both of them have a anti-theft system built in. You just connect to the app, connect everything, and it's the same procedure connecting. Both of them can be like they comes in a mail class 2, 20 miles an hour, 750 watt motors, but you can unlock both of them by switching like push plus and minus, and it will change to 28 miles an hour simply. So both of them will go on throttle only up to 28 miles an hour. Both of them have the same motors, like which can go up to 1500 peak power, they say. For my own experience, like riding in uphill test, for some reason the L20 performed much better versus to EP2, so it was very powerful. I noticed this bike actually performed better than 1000 watt motors, continuous power with a peak sometimes 1600. So for my own experience, I don't know if it's going to be the same with all of them, but for some reason the settings on the L20 it's more powerful, but the torque wise, when you start to use the throttle, it's about the same acceleration, pretty much the same torque. What amazing about the parts they use very nice brakes. They use Textra brakes, which 180 millimeters on the EP2 and 203 millimeters on L20. So you're gonna get one of the premium braking system, which usually doesn't come on the bicycle in this price range at all. It does come with a app as well, so you can connect. Actually, I have an app I install. You can connect all of them on one single app. So if you buy both of them, you can manage them at a single app. You can make it to come to the bike. It will unlock automatically. When you walk away, it will lock automatically. You can set alarm and different features. So that's something the same. The racks can handle up to 25 kilo on both of the bicycles. So basically, everything else as handlebar, everything about the same. The transmission comes on EP, it's 7-speed Shimano trigger shifting, and on L20 it's 8-speed. So what's the difference? Well, as you can see, the frame difference and which one would fit someone this bike versus to this bike, you're gonna make decision at the end of the video. And if you decide to buy this bike, use my code and link in description, so you will save the money and support my channel. So let's take a look closer. So EP comes with EP2 comes with Chiang puncture resistant fat tires, which is 20 by 4. It's more like street tires, but you can simply ride them off-road as well. Both of them comes with fenders, pretty large, bright headlight. It does come with a tail light, rear fenders, the same as L20. Also comes with nice tires, also from Chiang, also puncture resistant, but these tires are only 20 by 3 inches, so they're a little bit thinner, and that's a good for riding on the street. You can still take it off-road on gravel to ride it. I think you should handle the gravel as well good. This one actually more like, I would say, fit city, but also any terrain, because they're kind of in between. They're not really slim tires, but also not as fat tires, so they're a little bit lighter. But this bike comes with a rear shock suspension. That's a huge difference versus to EP2. The shock is only 30 millimeters travel, but it would give you good smooth ride and also stable ride. It does come a little bit better Altus derailleur versus to EP come with turn derailleur, and there is a guard. I believe it's also come with a guard, maybe. I don't remember, but I never attached one. So that's pretty much different in tires. So if you fold them together, you're gonna see L20 a little bit more compact, which probably fit most people for the car transport. So if you need like really portable, easy to get on and off, the L20 would be smoother, also compact, and full suspension makes big difference when you're riding on bad roads or off-road. If you have a bad back, it will give you a smooth ride for sure. The forks about the same. Looks like a little bit longer travel on EP, about 80 millimeters. On L20 come with zoom fork, which is 55 millimeter travel. Same lock on one side and lockable, and another side is preload adjustment. So on this bike you don't have anything to attach on the front, but on L20 you have basket you can attach. So it does come with Tetra brakes, as I said before, right there. Trigger shifting 8-speed versus to 7-speed. The same setup, same grips, same control, same display, everything the same. Pretty bright display with all the information. It's a lot to love this bike. It comes with the same bright tail light, brake light. So it's kind of hard to choose which one, but for me it would be easy probably. So you can adjust the handlebar if you need to go higher or low. Same with seat. EP2 comes also with quick release for the front wheel, versus to L20 it's with the nuts. So you have to unscrew the nuts in order to remove it. So it does come with better brakes. Basically it's larger brakes, so it should be better stopping power. And I did test it in my video. I went up to 27 miles an hour downhills. It stopped right there, so it's pretty much great stopping. Have zero issue with stopping on this bike. It's also excellent. I think it's actually overkill 2 or 3 disc brakes, but they did include it, so why not? This Tetra brakes, Tetra disc, so it's premium braking system on this bike. Both of them come with a cadence sensor and torque sensor switchable. You can switch between torque or cadence sensor simply in the system, just pushing a few buttons. You can also change the speed between 20 miles an hour to 28, also with pushing a few buttons. So they are both about the same system. Both of them come with a alert, and also it does have a horn right here as the bike is off. So they do set up on automatically shut down, and this one as well. So they do shut down automatically. You can hear the noise. Now you know basically everything about those two bicycles. Which one to pick? That's a good question because for myself, I would pick probably L20. Even so, they used like when they came out, they've been about the same price introduction, but for some reason they put a flash sale on the EP-2 3.0, and the price dropped to $999, which is like super low. I think they can, I guess, afford to lose the money, but L20 3.0 currently still on sale. It's $12.99. I understand they have rear shock and different frame design, which probably more expensive to design and also to build this way. But I can tell you that both of the bicycles cost more than the price on sale right now. They're very well built. It's more like premium, actually. I would say it is premium built for good price. So if you want to buy them, the price $12.99 after my discount. So you will use the code ERIGHTS, use the link in description to purchase whichever bike you like. There's also gift available when you go to the website. I'm not sure if it still will be available when you're watching this video, but if it's available, you're gonna receive extra gift besides the sales. And I like L20 for a reason, because this bike is step through, easy to get on. Also, for some reason, this bike perform better, and the rear shock, it's kind of not long, but it does give you good kind of smooth ride. Versus to EP, the tires are fatter, so it's kind of give you also soft ride. So I don't say it's like very bad, because you will not really see much difference. A little bit difference, of course, on the off-road, but on the street, you will see small difference. But the tires on this bike is fatter, so they're making a little bit smoother ride as well. So it's easy gonna be pedaling L20 because the tires are a little bit thinner. And also to get over the bike, you have to like swing your leg, and both of them comes in few colors. If you want to see full detailed video on each of them with all the testing on the street, and also if you want to see assembly video on this bike I have, just check link in description. I will have full review video I have for both of them. Also have full assembly video, how to attaching the front wheel and so on. So it will make you easy to assemble as well. So thank you guys for joining this video. If you like it, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.